This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. We're at Menchies. Basically, since 2007, this organization began. In 2008, they were spreading out all over the country with over 185 locations and many, many more coming around. They are providing smiles to folks out there in Denver and nationwide. I'm here with the owner here. Andy, let me ask you, what brought you and got you involved with Menchies?
Well, my wife and I were looking around for a great organization that we could invest in, begin to grow a foundation for our family. We really fell in love with the product. We looked around for a great franchise that we could invest in and decided that Menchies really fit a lot of the criteria we were looking for. Met with the smiles that everyone provides. It's a financially good return, and it's a fairly simple operation. But Menchies in itself is distancing itself from all the other franchises that are out there.
Speaking of distancing themselves with other franchises out there, we're talking about in 2010, they became the fastest growing franchise when you're talking about yogurt here. That's huge. Let me ask you this. Obviously at Menchies, smiles go hand in hand. Does that have anything to do with Menchie, the actual character?
Well, Menchie's is a wonderful character. One of the things that we really liked about it was that the entire concept really appealed to kids. The whole atmosphere around Menchie and his little friends, so Menchie himself as a character and a friend really brought a lot of smiles to our kids and our friends.
Tell me a little bit about the people that are behind the counter there. They pretty much have to be involved in that same thing. I know when I walked in the door, all of them gave me a smile, and so something's going right.
Hi there, welcome to Menchies.
Well, you probably noticed also when you walked in our standard greeting, welcome to Menchies. So our team members back there play an integral role in our guest experience. We have the 5 Gs. It starts with the greeting, which is the welcome to Menchies, the guide through our yogurt back here in our bubble, the guest interaction, where we engage with the guests to ensure that they're getting what they're looking for, that it's a really pleasurable experience. We really have a good bond. There's the gift that everyone gets with the little toys that we give out to the kids, to the signature goodbye.
Wow, you guys have it covered. I mean, the folks right there, you've got a system in place which basically everyone's going to be invited in. Speaking of inviting, this atmosphere has to do something. I mean, take a look at the colors around everything. Is that always an important part for the Menchies locations?
Oh, absolutely. One of the things that you'll find whenever you go into a Menchies is a standardization of the experience, and a lot of that is the look and feel of the stores. The green, the plum, the bubble wall back there, the fairly unique topping containers, our center bubble here, all of that is unique to Menchies. And it creates an atmosphere that is consistent wherever you go. So if we've got a guest that's a big fan here in Colorado, but they fly to Florida or California and they visit a Menchies there, they'll have a consistent experience when they go in there too.
It was a consistent experience basically that in 2008 they launched out and put this thing together, and they haven't looked back since. I notice also you can actually sit indoors or outdoors. You have a nice little patio there. How does that work out here in Denver?
Well, the patio is wonderful. It's one of our signature items to have the nice umbrellas that you see out there, and it's a wonderful place to sit and visit and just create memories for the family. So virtually anywhere you go, almost all of our stores have a patio. And the benefit here in Colorado is, especially in the evening when the sun goes down, we've got shade, and even though we've had a tremendously hot summer, it's a nice place to hang out and just enjoy the great Colorado weather.
You guys have actually put together a great atmosphere with the people, but let's get right down to it. We're here to talk about the product, and let's talk about yogurt. Okay. I mean, yogurt is the key. You guys have done a great job because of the fact that you use quality ingredients, and is that why people keep coming back?
So Menchies has its own proprietary yogurt we refer to as MPLC, and it's unique to our brand. So no other franchise can offer our yogurt. We get a unique flavors in itself, but we also think that the product that's delivered out of our machines, the way we deliver it, is unique in itself. It's a creamier texture. We also offer not only your standard yogurt, but we also offer a tart, low carb, no sugar added. In addition to our decadent flavors, we also have non-dairy flavors, sorbets, which is fairly unique in the industry. We really try to appeal to all walks of life.
Wonderful. And let me ask you, for the folks out there, that's very important, is there a gluten-free option?
Most of our product is gluten-free, so virtually any of our products can appeal to someone regardless of your dietary needs.
Wonderful. Obviously, the yogurt tastes great all by itself, but you know what? The kids are flocking in here. Where the fun begins is when you walk that back wall and you've got how many toppings back there? You guys have everything from fruit to cookies to syrups to cereals, you name it, right?
Absolutely. We have upwards of 50 toppings, including fresh fruit, which is pretty unique in a lot of yogurt stores that you go to. You'll find a lot of canned fruits in other yogurt stores. All of our fruit is fresh. We chop it every day, so when the guests come in, they're looking for a healthier alternative. We have the fresh fruit, we have nuts, sugar-free and non-fat syrups, but we've also got the kids' favorites, the gummy bears and the sour gummy worms, all the candy and decadent toppings that you want as well.
I love it. I mean, obviously for the folks out there, everyone comes in for the taste, but honestly, there is something to appeal. We're talking about a health benefit here. We are talking about live cultures that actually in that yogurt, and so it's great for the digestive system. Kind of a side benefit, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. The yogurt that everyone maybe became accustomed to back in the 80s or so was really not a true yogurt. It had a ton of fat in it, and it really didn't have the benefits that true yogurt have. That's very different than what product we're serving now. Our products all have the probiotics, which are good for the gut and digestion, great for the body. For the most part, they've got no artificial ingredients, and it's really a truly healthy alternative to other frozen desserts that are out there. You really feel kind of refreshed afterwards, and it doesn't bloat you. So yogurt is a great dietary product.
Wonderful. Folks, if you take a look at the bottom of the screen right there, what you're going to see is basically their website. The website right there, you can find out, first of all, who their flavor team is. They've got a branch that are always putting out new tastes, new flavors. Their latest is the shredded coconut, which is really getting popular. And quite honestly, you can check them out on there on Facebook as well. That's how they keep apprised and become part of this family out here where they keep you smiling all the time. Folks, basically with 11 locations out there to serve you across Denver, Colorado here. On the screen right there, you can see all the different locations. You can also go to the website, put something in there as well. And keep in mind, when you walk on in here, they've got free Wi-Fi for you. So if you want to come on in, flip your laptop up, and do a little bit of work as you're enjoying a great meal, it's something fun to do. I imagine you get all walks of life. We're talking about small kids all the way up and going. Is that right?
We appeal to a whole range of audience, from the little kids, which is when the franchise started, that was the focus, was little kids. But what we found is that we appeal to all of them almost equally across the board.
Let me ask you, how important is it for Menchies and the reason you got involved because they want to give back to the community?
If you'll notice around our store here, we've got all these little placards. So we're doing a national fundraiser for Muscular Dystrophy Association. So we give back to the community. Roughly about 20% of everything we make, we end up giving back in one form or another, whether it's a national fundraiser or more frequently what you'll see is local fundraising, where we'll get involved with schools and nonprofits and charities. We'll help do fundraisers and then we donate back to them.
Folks, you can see why in 2010 they're the fastest growing out there. Now in 2012, they're the largest. It's as simple as that. They basically have so many coming on board. We're talking about 10 every single month because it works. The folks are happy, kids love it, and down here at Menchies, smiles matters. It's all about the smiles. I see everybody around me. Anybody out there who has never tried a Menchies, what would you tell them?
Well, you got to try the experience because it's unique. We're not your mom and pop yogurt store that's around the corner.
Every smile matters, folks, at Menchies here in Denver, Colorado. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.